Just keep going along. You're giving them a chance to get the ball back.
Couple down Port. They've only got the one interchange left, but that won't matter with just 2 minutes remaining. They all want to stay out there. Georgiades, Boat, Little Soccer, 1:56 and ticking. Port by 3 points. Mark taken by Jonas.
Just kick this bear.
They've got loose players behind the footy.
That's where they're going. Alia can go either way. He goes back to the skipper.
The only issue there, they're losing ground.
They are. This is where the Tigers want them.
And now they're going to have to go down the line.
Not a lot of movement ahead of him. Long ball now to the back. Bolter. Hooley. Brilliant Cochin. Inside 50 with a long one. Lynch is back there. Alia as well. Castagna just couldn't get boot to ball. And they concede by hand. But it was inside the square.
Immediate pressure, says the board.
There were three of them around. That rush behind when they all appealed for the...
Wow. A minute left. Tigers trail by 2 points. Alia defends to the boundary. Deep, wide kick. Lots of numbers out there. Richmond off the back are going backwards. Broad around the corner. They need to be competitive, and Houston has taken the mark.
Got to do some gut running now. They've got an option. Members side, and they go there. It's Cleary. And he's just got to keep his head inside. The last 30, he'll kick this ball. If he can find a target with this kick, the game's over. As it is, he goes high and long. Almost, yes, Drew. Now, with 18 seconds to go, they may well have done enough.
So he's going to kick down the line and make sure of it. 10 seconds. Port Adelaide are going to win the game. They've got it wrapped up. They'll win it here, Port. Jones, the first game, and may have had the last kick.
All-important centre bounce. Brody Grundy to Ngoe. And now, here they come again. Taylor Adams to half forward. Socket off the ground by Burton. Quainer and Rosie. This is a big one-on-one. Rosie, now Quainer. Can he get a handle on the footy on the wing? Rosie over the top. As he dragged it under, no. And 1:56 remaining, 1 point ball game.
And I tell you what, Das, this 23,000 crowd sounds like 50 down here. These Collingwood fans are desperate to bring their side home.
Well, here it comes. This is touch. Thomas will have to keep going here. One in the front, one in the back, and one in the side, just to make sure he didn't get out. Neutral part of the ground. Umpire Williamson throws it up. Grundy. Maynard, little kick. Punched away from bottom by Hoskin Elliott. Got through all the traffic. Alia has to turn. Cameron's there with him. Alia's got all the pressure. Knocked it out. Well done. Farrell, Marshall, high ball out very wide. Robbie Gray will be happy here with the boundary, you'd think. That goes over the line, and they look at each other, the umpires, and they say throw it in.
Jordan Ngoe thinking that came off the shin out of bounds on the full, so this clearance is huge. What can Grundy manufacture? He's in front of Laddams. Laddams did pretty well. Taylor Adams, Farrell dispossessed. Squeezing the handball back out. Ollie Wines from Bogue. Oh, through ran into Powell Pepper. Crashing in. Courage everywhere. Massive one-on-one. Darcy Moore, juggling mark.
Now, where does he go? Does he throw it into the middle of the ground? He does. Penalty's got to be clean. He is. Prest gets through. He's got the run of Quaynor with him. Collingwood are out on the far side with the side bottom. They went the short kick, so he'll be manned up now. Hoskin Elliott, side bottom still on the wing. Can he get around Marshall? No, he can't. He's got Main presenting up on the boundary line. ignores that, goes to Myercheck, drops the mark. Big build-up from the Pies.
Normally the safest hands in the game, Brody Myercheck. 39 seconds. Huge clearance coming up. Pies have got to win it, you sense, to get it forward. Grundy, was he pushed in the back? Pies fans are going berserk. No free kick. Boat down the line. Dixon cleared some space. Ollie Wines have got to get another mark. Well played, Darcy Moore. Quainer got to take on Rosie. Now the kick on the ground. 50-50 ball. Farrell cleared the space. Socket off the ground. McKenzie, 16 seconds and counting. Quainer to pick it up. Well tackled. McKenzie, no. Got him high.
So they've got 10 seconds here. It's ticking. They're done. Port Adelaide are going to win it by a point. Quainer knew he had to go. What a win this is for Port Adelaide. They trailed most of the day. And Port have got up by a point at the MCG. Ken Hinkley will think they've got away with one there. And they did it so well.
Tried to get his own crumb. Dixon gave it up. Aim on. Ollie. He sliced him. He diced him. And he misses. Wow.
Not by much. Now they can't panic with just a long, meaningless bomb down the middle here. It'll get picked off. Think your way through it.
A kick in it. They go with a long bomb instead, Doom. Straight down the ground. They've got it. Big O'Brien's thought it through. They want 50, the Crows, too. They reckon Lysette stepped over the mark. Look at that. He laces it out. Seedsman, the man you want with it. On centre wing. Touch ball. Inside. Chaos as Dwayne Russell calls it. They dive in on top with a 1 minute 50 on the clock. Umpire letting it go. It comes out. Mackay. He kicks around the body. Off hands and through for a behind. And that's what Port Adelaide wanted. They get possession. They get possession, 4 points the difference, 1:39 on the clock.
Carl Amon's cramping, boys. They're starting to tire up both sides. Kenny will be thinking, where's Scotty Lysette? Because you've got to get to your opponent.
They've got to press everybody up here. Just lock this ball, try and get a forward half turnover. Mackenzie.
Get it 90 metres away from the goal square and choke it.
Safely toward the boundary. Dixon thumps it toward the boundary and they get a ball in. 1:31 left. One kick in it.
Well, Big O'Brien's played a ripping game.
Yeah.
This is his moment.
He's a competitor, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a ripper.
Everyone's one-on-one all over the ground, guys. There's no loose men anywhere on the ground. Just one-on-one footy.
Huge clearance here. O'Brien, Lysette, Keys has got it. Kick half smothered from the ricochet. Great fight. Dersman went to ground though. He's wrapped up by Sloan. Crowd want ball.
Would have been Brian.
Jeez.
He'd have been a bit nervous looking up there, Dersman.
Someone's going to have to take a mark in the Adelaide forward line. You think there'll be a hack kick here if they get it?
Lysette to Wines was fantastic. Dersma caught one in the melon and kept going. And Lysette went another time. He's had another ripping game too. Everyone's playing well tonight. It's just a battle. It's just sensational. And there's a minute left in the game. And look at that ball bouncing around everywhere. And Robbie Gray picks it up. Hasn't seen much of it tonight, but the champion knows how to hold it up. Aim on, cramping a moment ago, kicks, turns it over, free kick, 50 seconds, no time on, blown by the umpire. 46 seconds and going. The Crows have got the ball. It's picked up by Jones. Jones needs to go strong and direct, but he's kicked it straight to Aliir. And Aliir, the superstar of the night. How appropriate that he's the man to thwart the advance. And he puts the hand up and says, calm it down, calm it down. with 25 seconds. There's still time. Up it goes, and up goes the Crows. Duday gets it. 20 seconds. 50, was it? No. Plays on. Under pressure. Thumps it long up the line. 15 seconds and counting. Need a mark. Bergman was sensational. He takes the mark. And it's game over. And Port Adelaide win. Port Adelaide win showdown 50. It's going to be 26-24. And Adelaide, Port Adelaide, are going to be entrenched in the top 4. With a big chance now of a top 2 and a home final against a gallant Adelaide Crows football team.
Did Bergman run into the protected area there?
It
was real close.
It was.
Long ball. Bonner. Mays in front. Good mark taken Keith.
He's had a good night.
Flicks it sideways. Duray. Penetrating ball forward. Lysette. Back in the hole to Burton. And now Aaliyah.
Now they need the control because there's nothing forward of Aaliyah to kick at the moment. They need Robbie Gray's there, and he's encouraging everyone to come across.
No one's working hard. Amon is now.
So that's the kick that Aaliyah was always going to make, and Robbie Gray was really the only one that got into position. Now out the back is Daniel, but the boundary line beats him.
That's the best result.
1 minute and 11 seconds. Port Adelaide by 3 points.
The bench is just screaming. You can see Rosie getting back. They want to get numbers back.
So Butters is caught on the bench. Trelaw's caught on the bench for the Dogs. There'll be no changes in this part of the ground. And here go the exploding Dogs. McRae looking to go inside 50. English couldn't get down. And now Port Adelaide are under enormous pressure here.
Jonas has won a lot of 50-50 contests tonight. Keith at one end for the Bulldogs, Jonas at the other. Have been really solid.
50 seconds. They have trailed all night, Port Adelaide. Boak, did he take him on like set? Touch ball, you heard it. Young just allowed the ball to come to his feet. That's not going to be legal. That's big.
Good time on.
Still got to work here, Port Adelaide. You can hope that the clock ticks down, but 7 seconds is what the kicker gets, and then he'll need an option.
They've got so many numbers behind the ball, though,
Having to man up. They can just chip this around if they want. He can
Robbie
go
Gray,
backwards.
that's exactly what he's going to do. He's got an option all the way back, and he can take as much time as he wants. We've got 25 seconds left.
Done well, the Dogs. He has to go down the line now.
So Marshall, they must win it here, the Dogs. They must win it here, and a big mark taken by Young. He elects to go. Now Vandermeer's under real pressure. Got the handball to Smith. There's 10 seconds to go. Smith goes for the long ball. Goal square, Norton knocked through. Game over, you would think now. Wow. Ken Hinkley just about spun 360 degrees on his seat.
So there's a kick in and we're done. What a game. They've held up all night, this back half of the Western Bulldogs. But the last 3 goals to Port Adelaide. Mackenzie, you think's just going to thump it as far as he can. And here's your siren. Home final for Port Adelaide.